Good news, everyone. This episode of Flipper Flicks is presented by Podgo. Podgo is the easiest way to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters a flat rate for ad space so you always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo. We recently joined as a member, and you can too. Apply today to become a member and immediately be connected with advertisers that fit your audience. That's podgo.co at podgo.co. I hope you enjoy this episode.
Cue the singing giraffes!
Welcome to Flipper Flicks, home of the Flipper Flicks. Can I rate your movie? Hey guys, we're back here with Flipper Flicks. I'm Adam.
I'm Sam.
I'm Tim.
And Sam's supposed... Sam, social media.
Social media. In case you guys are new here, we rate movies.
Unprofessionally.
Right? Unprofessionally. And we also have some social media accounts because we're not 1,000 years old.
Nah, Tim is.
You're not supposed to tell people
Tim
that.
has social media accounts.
Oh, my bad.
We have an Instagram and a Twitter. And we preview what we'll be reviewing that week as well as some other fun stuff. And we release episodes every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find us on any podcast platform, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, yada, yada, yada. Over to Tim. What movie did we watch this week?
We watched one called Hellboy.
Why did we watch it?
What do you mean, why did we watch it?
Yeah, which category did we get, bruh?
I have no idea, but it was probably straight to, what's the straight to, the straight,
No.
the straight
No.
to the,
Straight to video?
yeah.
No.
The straight to box office.
No, it's box office
What are you
bust,
looking
yeah.
for?
Straight to no. Straight to no. Straight to no.
And this
Straight
is
to
the,
nowhere.
This is the 2019, is that when it came out, 19? Right?
Yes,
Yeah,
2019.
not the
It's
Ron
fresh.
Perlman 2, it's the...
2004.
Yeah.
Damn, it's that old?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think it was either, but... Whew.
Yeah, it makes you feel old, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're already over 1,000, so like,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
it's like you're 1,004.
It's all
at that
relative
time.
at this point.
Yeah, at this point, time is standing still. All right. So I got the synopsis here for you. Hellboy, 2019. While battling a trio of rampaging giants, the legendary half-demon
Did you just
Hellboy...
say 2019 again?
What? Why'd you interrupt me? What? I was just saying it. I don't understand.
Sam's dying. It's okay. She's on. Sleep deprivation does that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. You're good. You're good. Hellboy 2019.
Yeah. Hellboy 2019.
Just getting sponsored for this episode. Like you were for Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Okay.
I mean, I like the guy who played him. So we'll start over for Hellboy 2019.
What was the category?
While battling a trio of rampaging giants, the legendary half-demon Hellboy encounters Nimrod, Nemo, I can't pronounce her name, the Blood Queen, an ancient resurrected
Nimue.
sorceress who's out to avenge a past betrayal. Suddenly caught in a clash between the supernatural and the human, Hellboy soon becomes hell-bent on stopping Nimrod without triggering the end of the world. Nimue.
It's a beautiful...
Nimue?
Nimue.
That's what I thought.
Nim?
Okay.
You. Can we also just say spoilers? So if you haven't seen this
Sure.
one, and you want to watch it beforehand,
Yeah, where did we watch it?
we watch it on HBO Max. Max Show.
Yes,
Anyways.
yes.
I just want to say that the damn synopsis has a spoiler in it
Yeah, it does.
of
yeah.
the legendary half demon. Like, you don't learn that he's a half demon until like
Well, that's,
halfway through the movie.
I feel like you already kind of know that anyway. I always thought he was a half demon, but because well, maybe not. You're right, actually. I guess unless
In
you
this
read
one,
the
it just looked like
comics and
Satan's
stuff,
child.
but
Yeah, like when he was like a little baby, he just looked like a
a
little
little demon thing.
demon
yeah.
child, like an imp of sorts.
Yeah. I also think like the giants part, like, why is that in there? because that was just kind of like a random scene. But anyway,
Right?
so I guess we'll get our original. Or wait, she's got the scores.
No, you got the ratings, bruh.
Oh, I got the ratings. Okay.
Yeah, how'd this one do with the critics?
What ratings? Ratings for what movie?
What movie?
I believe
did
it was
we...
Hellboy 2019.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure.
About
Not
a
the
year
2004 Ron Perlman.
No, not the 2004 Hellboy, or the one that came after that I don't know the year of.
2008.
And the Immortal Army, or whatever it was called.
Golden Arm? It was either Golden or Immortal, or both.
Well, I know it wasn't Hellboy 2019, or Hellboy
That is
2004.
true.
But anyway, this one got a 17% with critics, 49% with audience, and then IMDb gave it a 5.2 out of 10. And Google, surprisingly, not 90, but 69. So that was interesting.
Yeah, I think that's the lowest Google score.
Yeah, I
has
don't
to be our
remember
lowest
any
Google
other
score.
lower than that.
Dang.
You were saying that the Rampaging Giants was like, the hell? Like, that happens for a scene.
Exactly. I don't know why it's in the synopsis. It's like the first line in synopsis.
And does he even encounter her in the fight? I didn't think he did.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Who wrote this synopsis?
I took it straight from
Wait a
Google.
minute.
It's going to be straight from the, I don't know. I don't know why I said straight.
Straight from somebody's dumbass hands.
It goes along with how this movie was made, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway, so original thoughts before you started
Sam's
watching it?
first. I want to hear it.
Oh, well, I was just going to say, Tim, why did you pick this one? And then we'll do expectations.
Okay.
So why did you pick this one, Tim?
Because I liked the other two.
Okay.
Hellboy's cool, and then I hadn't seen it yet, and I knew it was floating around, so I just figured, why not?
Yeah.
And it was a bust, so
And it was
double
a bust,
why
yeah.
not?
So it was, yeah.
I mean,
it was
that
a
works
straight
for
to
me.
box office bust.
It busted the first day it came out.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that how all box office busts work?
No.
Okay. Anywho.
Some movies launch off the second weekend. Because, like, Frozen is in theaters, and then Frozen is no longer in theaters.
Okay, yeah, totally.
All right, Sam, what are your expectations?
So we had seen some trailers for this back when, movie theaters were open and you could actually go.
Ooh, the olden
The before
days.
times.
The before time.
And, yeah. And I remember you were excited to see it because...
I was?
Yes.
It was.
According to me, you were excited to see it. And you were like, oh, we should see it. And we didn't, obviously. So, I mean, I was kind of excited to see it. I was like, yeah, it could probably be good. Because you guys, well, you specifically talked about the old one. So I was like,
I like the old ones.
How bad could it be? Ha. What were your expectations?
As I recall my own expectations,
Sorry.
not your expectations of my expectations.
Great
Well,
expectations.
Ooh. Now, so I was thinking, like, why are they remaking? Why was it a reboot?
Right.
Like, why wouldn't you? I thought Ron Perlman was perfect for Hellboy.
He was.
He has the chin for it. And I
Shitty
was-
man.
He
The
is
Crimson
the
Chin.
Crimson Chin, not Chris Hemsworth. But, so I was like, this guy is the perfect man for it. And then they switched actors, albeit I like David Harbour.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I was conflicted.
Okay.
Also, they decided to make it rated R movies because a rated R film due to the fact that, like, Deadpool did so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what? We're going to hop on that and we're going to just drop our fucks and our son of a bitch. And it's going to do well, right, guys?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Well, that was my first question for you guys. But, Tim, I guess we should do your expectations.
Yeah, Tim, what's your expectation? What did you
I
expect?
had mixed, I don't know, expectations because my buddies have all been like, yeah, it's okay. So I didn't read the synopsis at all or watch any trailers for it. I just dove in. And I expected to probably enjoy it a little bit, but I wasn't giving it high expectations.
Okay, Sam, ask your question now, dear.
My question was... Sorry.
Oh, do you need me to ask you a question?
No.
Because I can ask a question.
Sure, go for it.
Do you think they rated a Dollar Tree for Baba Yaga's tiny hand skeleton collection? Because it looks like your little skeleton hair clip that you bought for Halloween
From Dollar Tree?
from Dollar Tree.
I mean, there's a good possibility. What was the budget?
The budget was $50 million.
So I
mean,
feel
you gotta
like,
cut it out somewhere, right? You gotta trim off
Yeah.
the fat a little bit somewhere.
Yeah, you got to figure out where you can buy baby, like, little kid hand.
yeah,
stuff.
baby skeleton hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
Hellboy 2019, sponsored by Dollar Tree.
No, it's sponsored by Monster Energy. You know how I know that?
How?
Because they had the damn Monster Energy drink in the fish and chip store.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was like only Monster Energy and then just like random British paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Classic.
And I'm like, I haven't seen ad placement like that since Taxi Driver.
Well, they tried.
They did. They gotta get their money somewhere.
Yeah. And it wasn't going to be from Dollar Tree, apparently.
Right?
But my question was, my first question was, how old is the old one?
2004.
Which, yes, we already covered.
15 years.
But my next question was, like, why remake it? Like,
right.
Do we have an answer for that?
Yes, we do.
Because I thought that it was popular back in the day.
It
Is
did
that
really
not
well.
true?
Both of films critically were rated over 70%.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did pretty well.
They both were done by Guillermo del Toro.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Guillermo.
There you go.
Yes, but del Toro got into a bit of an argument with Mike. I don't know what Mike's last name is, but he's one of the big producers of the film.
Okay.
They got into a big disagreement. They had Hellboy 3 slated. Ron Perlman was signed on,
Okay.
like in 2012, and then boom, big argument. They're like, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. And now here we are. Guillermo del Toro just basically took the little fish dude from Hellboy and made Shape of Water and won an Oscar for it.
Yep.
So, this was a spite film.
No,
That's what I'm
This is
hearing.
what they were
Film was
already
made out of spite.
They had planned this film to like do this film for a long time.
But
It's
as
just-
number 3, not
as number 3,
Yeah. And that's
not a
what
reboot.
a lot of people like complain about. Is like, why didn't they just make the third one like they planned to? Why did they reboot it?
I know that Del Toro wanted to, not Del Toro. Perlman wanted to be on it only with Del Toro.
That makes sense.
That was a big issue.
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of segues into my next point, but not seeing any of the previous ones, it didn't feel like a typical reboot. Like, I didn't get the information I needed from this movie. Because
You
you
kinda
kind
were
of
supposed
teased
to
this.
know.
Yeah, you teased this earlier, but, like, they don't really tell you anything about him until, like, I'm pretty sure I paused it and it was, like, 49 minutes left. And, like, so halfway through, they finally tell you, like, who he is and what he's doing.
Right.
And that's not even, like, the King Arthur scene or whatever.
Oh my
Right.
god.
And so it was like, I just felt very lost. And so I wonder if maybe they kind of like took the script of, or like an idea of the script of the one they were gonna make. And then they were like, fuck, we gotta reboot it. Cause now we can't like continue it. And we ended up with this hodgepodge of like, you're kind of supposed to know what the fuck is happening. And if you don't, you're just like me and like, what is going on
I mean,
for most of the
Yeah.
The whole
movie?
movie felt like just randomness after randomness. Like there wasn't
Yeah,
really
like, they cut
cohesion
stuff
to
out.
it at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, okay, what was the evil British Empire called? The little clan of the Boys Club,
Osiris Club?
Yeah,
the
Osiris.
Osiris Club.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, you walk into them, and then they're like, trolls! And they're like, just kidding, I'm gonna stab you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're back to trolls!
Giants.
And then you're giants, not trolls, yeah, giants. Giant-looking giants that look like trolls. It was weird. But, like, also, I just want to point out that Lord Adam Glaren's damn, stupid headdress.
Yeah, his like deer head.
That was
What
awesome.
I hated it. You liked it?
Yep.
I have no idea how it stayed on him while he was riding a horse.
Because it was a prop and it was basically stapled to him probably.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just like, that thing would have fallen off like an hour ago.
I mean, it
you would
does
have been
fall
5
off.
minutes on.
True.
It
True.
does it? I thought it's. Oh, I mean, his head falls
His
off.
head falls off.
Yeah.
So that counts.
We'll count it. But yeah, what was your question, Sam?
I already asked it, but I was going to say, in that same scene, I have some beef. My first beef patty. Well, I
Should
feel
we
like
sing our song?
if you want to sing, you can
Tim,
sing.
do you want to sing or you want me to sing it?
You go right ahead.
Give me the beef, boys, and free my soul. I'm gonna
You
get
already
lost in
botched
the
it. You
beefy
can't use
rolls.
any of the original words. You just gotta use
Ah,
the beat.
shit. Beefy.
So if you're new here,
We like to sing.
we like to sing, and we like to point out plot holes and call them beef patties. So
Yeah.
anywho,
Yeah.
his horse. he's kind of like
A unit.
and he just got a regular sized horse. Like, shouldn't they have given him a Clydesdale or something?
Yeah, you would think so.
Or at least
just
a beefier horse.
Something
saw
that
the
would
horse
hold
struggle.
something that looks like he's a lot heavier.
Yeah.
Or a motorcycle. Wait, that's what he asked
Or
for.
a chariot. I don't know.
Oh, a chariot? That would have been pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the whole giant scene just kind of annoyed me.
Mm-hmm.
It annoyed you?
Because I was like, what? The fact that there were giants just like, it, like you were saying, it wasn't cohesive. It just felt like out of place.
So I will say,
I thought it was a cool fight scene.
Right, yeah. So I thought a lot of it was very visually like fun to watch and everything, and I liked that it was rated R. But yeah, I agree. Like, it was just out of randomness out of nowhere. Like, I don't know. It was a cool scene, but I was like, why is it in here?
What's happening?
Yeah.
Like, storytelling wise, I felt like, I don't know, that he was saved by the giants and then the giants tried to kill him. I'm like, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought that Extraction had a very thin plot, but I'm here to tell you that this plot is see-through.
Yeah.
Because I did not, it was just like, I don't know, it was weird. It was like, okay, this fucker outside, can you hear him?
No.
Oh.
Well, he's jamming at the
Yeah.
stoplight. Anywho, so I feel like, yeah, it was a transparent plot because there were a lot of fight scenes that were cool, but they didn't tell anything about his character, which I already said. But then also, like, they didn't, I don't know. They just didn't really explain a lot of the other characters either. Like, I feel like if you skipped over him, that would be okay if you had, like, some other explanations,
Right.
maybe, you know?
Alice had explanations, at least.
Yeah, she was, like, the only one.
Mm-hmm.
And the weird warthog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim,
True,
okay,
true.
you liked... Did you think he was a shitty CGI?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 2019 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I saw that shit in 2004, I would have been like, damn,
Yeah.
he looks so real.
Yeah.
But this is, we are 15, 16 years past that.
Well, I think some, like, a lot of this movie was split like that. Like, parts of it I'd be like, oh, that looks really good. And then parts of it I'd be like, what? Is this the same movie? So, like, when, at the end, when, I don't even know his name, the guy that helps him transition
Major Ben
his,
Daimyo?
the guy that's the,
Major Ben Daimyo?
yeah, that turns into a cheetah, jaguar, whatever.
I called him a were-jaguar.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Were
That's
Jaguar.
what I. Yep.
At the
That's what you would have called him too?
That's what I have him written down as. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, at the end of the movie when he's transforming, the first time he transformed, I didn't think it looked that bad. But the last one,
You mean like...
when he was, like, stuck in between werewolf jaguar and his face is like that, I was like, that looks terrible.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like when he walked through like the vent and he looked furry? I thought that was like
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh,
That
okay.
didn't look good either. I don't know. I
you
have
just
a lot
don't
of-
know. It's
I have
okay.
a lot of thoughts about this movie. So moving on to my next beef patty. When his dad files his horns at the beginning, like, basically, what the fuck was the point of that whole scene? Because he said, you're crappy at filing your horns, and then he literally files them, like, twice and doesn't even touch the other one. Like,
Yeah.
is that supposed to be, like,
I-
bonding? Like, what is going on?
That's something in the first one, right? The original, right, Tim?
Yeah. Yeah.
They
do
actually
that.
explain
Yeah,
it.
they do the same thing. Yeah.
Basically, if his horns grow out full,
Mm-hmm.
because his horns are always growing out to try and be pointy.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
And if they do, he goes full Demon King.
Yep.
Okay.
Kind of like.
So he
does
keeps them
later
cut.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. So he keeps them cut for that reason.
Because he doesn't want his fiery crown.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want to do that shit.
Okay.
No, you didn't like that?
I mean, I didn't mind that he filed them.
But they don't explain that part.
But they don't. Yeah, that's just another thing that you're left to know.
And they do
already.
in the
Yeah.
in Hellboy 2004.
Yes,
Ah.
they do.
Explain it in that one. Yeah.
They do a good job explaining who he is and like, et cetera, et cetera. That he is not, from my knowledge, connected to King Arthur.
I was gonna ask you guys that. I was like, did they just throw this in here as randomly
thought
as
it was
felt,
cool.
or is that the old story?
I hated it.
I thought it was cool, but at the same time, it was weird. I don't know where it
Yeah.
came from.
Yeah.
Dark Horse Comics.
I mean, I don't
know.
know.
I didn't dislike it. I just thought that it felt just random.
Yeah.
It's just another scene
Another
that was
randomness to it, yeah.
yeah.
Like, so this movie was made up from 4 different comics.
Yes.
Okay.
It was 4 comics called Darkness Calls, The Wild Hunt. I think I can figure out where that one fits in. The Storm and the Fury, and then Hellboy in Mexico.
Okay, Hellboy in Mexico, we got that.
We got that when
Yeah.
we got The Wild Hunt.
Yeah,
Darkness Calls, I assume, is Princess Nimrod.
Yes.
probably.
And then The Storm and the Fury, I'm guessing that has to do with maybe Alice and then Mr. Werejaguar?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I don't know. I've not read the Dark Horse comic series.
No, I
that
haven't
he is
either.
in.
Those
Yeah,
are
so,
good guesses.
those are my guesses. So you guys weren't a fan of Man Bear Pig either, right?
No, not really. He
Man,
just
bear, pig?
was there for no reason. Again, I don't know.
Yeah, and then he gets just turned into a little baby warthog again, and then blows up. Okay, the reason you were saying that you liked that it was rated R, and
Yes.
it had, like, was that because of all the blood and guts?
A lot of because it wasn't censored or anything, and it was like Hellboyish, like meant to be that way. I feel like it was a little bit of a stronger movie. Like it was almost a saving grace for the movie because of it being rated R. But it's probably why it didn't do well. It's because rated R movies don't tend to do well.
No, yeah, they don't make as much money.
Kids don't go to see
it's
those.
just a known fact. Kids aren't allowed.
Exactly.
Shocking. What? I'm gonna do the flashback scene where we have Lobster Johnson and the Nazis. First off, that just sentence right there, Lobster Johnson and the Nazis.
Yeah.
I'm not just messing with everybody.
Nazi
that is
hunter.
actually in the film. Yes, Lobster Johnson is a Nazi hunter, and yeah.
He was the best
And
Nazi
his claw-
hunter. He just shows up and starts.
I know. I was very confused, and then the Nazis had 3D glasses.
Yes, I have that as a
Yep,
beef
I
point.
wrote that
Like,
down.
What?
Why that guy
Like,
got
why
What?
3D red and blue glasses? I'm like, is he gonna go watch
Yeah.
Hellboy in 3D? Hellboy 2019 in 3D?
Are they supposed to be like night vision goggles? Do you think? Or
No.
just, like,
What they were.
Night
terribly
vision is
awry?
green.
So many questions.
And then the Nazis of Germany, who fought the Russians in World War II, had Rasputin, who is a Russian,
Right.
in every form of literature. Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah,
I don't know. That part bothered me. He's supposed to go torment Anastasia, not summon Hellboy, right?
True.
Yeah.
True. You know, he just wanted some 3D glasses for himself, I think.
Yeah, and then you go to Baba Yaga in her chicken house, who apparently was stuck there. Like, Hellboy banished her.
Yeah, I got that. That was the
Okay.
one thing that was actually explained.
And then she pulls off those Voldo moves from Soul Calibur. He walks on the weird back and attacks people like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was just very distracted by...
Everything about Baba Yaga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was concerning to look at.
She's a Slavic folktale.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like I've heard Baba Yaga.
You have.
Yeah.
Now, Tim, do you know what Baba Yaga is from? That you probably have heard it from?
I know what I've heard it from, but I know I know it wasn't John Wick that I first heard it from, but yeah.
Okay. That's where I first heard it from.
Oh, okay.
John Wick's nickname is Baba Yaga,
Oh, yeah.
the Angel of Darkness.
So, John Wick turns into that old lady?
Yeah, that's why John Wick is so scary.
Well, I
Two
get
people.
it now.
I just thought that was ridiculous. I didn't expect that to be the same thing, but it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, interpretations and whatnot, but
Yeah, and there could have been other versions, obviously, of
Mhm.
as a
Yeah.
legend gets passed down, it changes.
right.
Yeah, and as Tim said in another episode of Flipper Flicks, that it's kind of in its own. John Wick is in its own fantasy realm,
Yeah.
That's true.
so it doesn't necessarily follow the same folk tales.
I mean, it's a nickname for him. It's not like he was,
He's Baba
a
Yaga.
mythical
Well,
creature or
didn't-
something. It's just a nickname for him.
I know.
Yeah.
That meant the boogeyman?
No, it means
Oh, that
the
was-
Angel of Darkness.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Boogeyman is his other nickname.
He has too many nicknames.
No, he hunts the boogeyman.
Oh.
He's the one you send to kill the boogeyman.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's seen John Wick a lot more than us.
I've
Seeing
only
his-
seen it once.
Same. So,
But I paid attention enough to know Baba Yaga. So there. Okay,
Woo!
but my very important question for you guys is, do you think that he would have had a better time if he invested in a Nokia phone?
Oh, yes.
That's
He
a good
definitely
one,
should have
yeah.
gotten Nokia. That's a solid question.
Because, like, this whole movie, this is the props that I'll give it. It has plenty of, like, one-liners, which are like, ha. You know, that's, like, the extent of my laugh that I got. Like, nothing was really happening.
Let's eat some barbecue.
Yeah, rolling on the floor laughing. But I did really enjoy the fact that he kept crushing his smartphones. And I'm like,
Well, and then, like,
but why?
somebody asked if he had, like,
Ridiculous.
any special powers from his right hand.
Yeah.
Smashes things real good.
Yeah, exactly. He needs a Nokia for sure.
He does. Now, okay. We go into that church.
Yes.
And they all, where it said, please pardon our vow of silence.
Oh.
And I thought vow of silence did not mean you could still write stuff. I assumed vow of silence meant,
I
like,
think that was
nothing.
just the guy, like, doing a loophole or gray area.
I
You know,
know.
like, it was
Yeah.
definitely not, like, something that's still considered breaking it.
It's
I
not
would
normal.
consider, yeah. But
I was just like, the fuck?
But he's probably like,
I've never
I'm
seen
gonna
that
die,
before.
so I'm just gonna do this instead of actually saying it.
Well, yeah, no, he had it. He was going to the door and he wrote, don't open it.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like he just writes the whole time. And I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
I also found it weird that, like, you had to be, like, a holy person or whatever, and, like, all he did was mimic the guy's voice. But
No, he ate his tongue.
right.
His voice
No, but
box,
all
I
he did
thought,
was
yeah.
mimic the guy's voice. He's not a person of holy whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't understand how that worked still, but
Yeah, like, why didn't he was like, I don't want to have to kill you. Well, you just murdered like 30 people. Why would you care about not murdering one more?
Yeah, because weren't they all technically holy people?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I did have beef with that too, Tim. I was like, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What did you guys think of, like, the fight music? It felt very reminiscent of, like, an early 2000 film.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, I think I just, like, when I think of that, just all of the music, like, felt like it fit, but not at the same time,
Right.
if that makes any sense. Like, it does feel like a period of time where,
Yeah.
like, all of the fight scenes did have that type of music,
Yeah, they
but
all
we've
used to be,
moved
like-
on.
Right. I don't know. I just felt a little awkward for me.
It did. I mean, the whole movie had that kind of vibe to it.
I will say, though, that they had The Devil You Know by Ex-Ambassadors, and I was pretty
Yeah.
excited about that. I do like that song.
It's a good song.
And then they had Rock You Like a Hurricane
Yep.
in Spanish.
That was pretty great.
I enjoyed that.
I was like, nice. Oh, I had a note here. Ruiz. I definitely thought he was saying Louis. Like Louis, not Rui.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought
I
so
did too. I thought his
Yeah.
first name was Louis.
No, it's Ruiz.
What was his first name?
It was written on the sign.
Oh, okay. Anywho.
But he looks like Man-Bat.
Yeah.
I
From
wouldn't know.
Batman, the animated series.
Yeah.
He looks like
I
Man-Bat.
thought he looked good. That was cool.
Oh, yeah. But I was just like, is he supposed to be a vampire? Or is he more like the Van Helsing 2000, I want to say 2006 Van Helsing vampire Dracula?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go next. Another beef patty on the fire. I don't understand why the witch needed the other witches when she was like on the floor, and they were basically just sewing her shut. Like
They weren't witches.
Well, what were they?
Stitchers.
But the pig could have sewed her up, or she could have sewed up herself. Like, there was no reason for them to do anything because she already had her consciousness, right?
Yeah.
And she already had all her body parts. So, like, I just feel like she could have, like, why did she need them?
I think it's a
Also,
complex
Arthur
They
should've
didn't
cut
provide anything!
Yeah.
I think
What are you?
it's just like anybody else that has power, like they're gonna do it just cause. Like make
Yeah.
people do
Also,
it. just 'cause
Arthur should have
True.
cut her up way more. Like, cut her ear into like 10
yeah,
pieces.
or you know, why bury her and instead of just putting it in like a big old like one
Fire
of those
pit?
things and drop it in the ocean.
True.
Yeah.
Like
Arthur was not very ingenuitive
No.
to do the D.
You can't drop it in the ocean because the cooler will wash ashore. Did you learn anything from Below the Man Down?
yeah, I guess so.
That's true. That's true.
Nah, they had some enchanted boxes. I think if they would have put those heavy duty boxes down there, they might have been all right.
Yeah. So during the final bout between Princess Nimrod and Hellboy, and then his dad comes out from that weird ass
Ew, yes.
thingy-majig
He's
ghost
like a genie
seance.
looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I thought genie kind of thing.
Could you imagine just being like, this movie's like on AMC or something back in the day, and you're just scrolling through, and that's the only scene you see. You see Hellboy standing there as like a fiery demon. You see her, and then you see Genie Ian McShane just being like, you don't have to do this.
I actually think I would have been intrigued.
I'd be like,
I
hold
would
up,
like the
what is
fuck?
this? Yeah.
What's happening
What
here?
the fuck is this?
I'm not sure that I would have had any other different thoughts than I have already about this movie,
Right.
but I think I would have stopped and tried to figure out
You would have
what
been
is
like-
happening.
What is it? This is Hellboy?
Yeah.
This is what all those guys tried to make me, like, my brother tried to make me watch, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was ridiculous. The whole scene with... I liked that they gave Alice the punching people and separating their ghost or soul, whatever the hell she was doing.
You mean she's the ancient one from Doctor Strange?
She
Yeah.
is. Bingo.
Just separating people? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Sam was whatever about it based on her facial expressions over here.
I was whatever about her because I wish they would have. Okay, so like I liked that they explained her because they were like, she's the only character they explained. But I kind of wish they would have taken some of that explanation and threw it around
Right.
because I felt like she was overly explained. Although maybe they're putting all their eggs in one basket and they're gonna like continue her on in the franchise if they continue. It on.
Yeah, I mean, the after credit scenes definitely lend to a sequel.
Yeah, so I think that maybe they were just doing their due diligence with her, but I don't know. I felt like she, I don't know, wasn't anything special.
Yeah. Tim, did you watch the after credit scenes?
No.
Oh, man. There was one that honestly was really, really, really good
Yeah.
because Hellboy was talking. He was like basically drunk. I want to say he was drunk.
Yeah, he was drunk.
At his dad's grave. And then a ghost version of Lobster Johnson comes and starts talking to him.
Yeah.
And he starts freaking out. Like, oh my god, I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was good.
So it was pretty great.
I'll have
Like,
to look it up.
yeah, I think I laughed at that scene more than like just the single one-liners here and there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. But the second one that it had afterwards at the very end, what was it like? It was Baba Yaga being like, "Oh, you'll do it for me? You'll get hit my eye that I was promised?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she, what did she say? Then I'll finally let you die or something?
I'll finally give you your wish. What is it? Death."
Yeah, and I was just like, what?
It's
like, they
somebody
never.
from the comics.
Okay, I was like, they never, like, once again, don't explain anything. And usually when they tease people, although I guess if you read the comics,
I
you
would say the
know.
teasers for like superhero films are
Yeah.
more for the comic book readers.
I agree, but I think they usually, again, have more explanation. Like, they didn't even show this guy's face.
Oh, that's
Right.
true. But
But-
maybe in the comics, just being like, "Oh, I want death," is like a really big like, "Oh, that's who it is."
Or, yeah, maybe Baba Yaga hires out
This
the same
dude all the
guy or
time, yeah.
whatever, yeah. We'll give it a pass, even though I don't want to.
I haven't seen it, so yep.
Yeah. So Tim's gonna have to go with her. What we said there. Did you guys know that this is the second time I've seen a movie where they talk about actuarial science?
Really?
Yeah, Along Came Polly is the first one,
Oh, okay, yeah.
where Ben Stiller is an actuary.
Yeah.
And this one, he's like, "Yeah, I was an actuary." I was like, "Damn, good for you."
Yeah.
They make bank, but I hear it's an awful job.
Oh.
It's basically just doing risk insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Good times.
Good times with numbers.
Well, my last beef is that I seriously could not take him seriously.
Who?
I think
Hellboy
you
with
weren't
his top
supposed to,
knot.
though. That's kind of his shtick.
She's talking strictly because of the top knot.
Oh.
Like the man bun.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mhm.
Is that because I put my hair in a man bun only when I do like the dishes?
No, I just think like he would have looked better with. If you had to give him hair, could you have given him something else?
I mean, he
Like,
was an ugly
why?
Hellboy compared to 2004 Hellboy.
So-
if we're rating Hellboys.
David Harbour said it's supposed to be more like a teenage version.
Okay, I can kind of see that then.
And
That
I was
makes
like,
more
okay.
sense, Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one of the like the makeup artist, like the head makeup artist, I didn't write down his name. Whoopsie. He was saying that they were going for a grittier look.
I don't think a top knot says grittier. But
Well, he looks like he hasn't bathed in years.
Yeah.
did he?
Yeah, and like he never changed his jacket. It always had holes in it.
I saw that.
He got stabbed like 10
But
times.
that's
Yeah.
probably because there's not very many jackets his size at the big and tall store. So
You don't
he
know
might
that.
just have one. But he did get stabbed a lot. Yes.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, did you guys have any other quotes that you liked?
Let's see.
No.
Just no. Tim, did you?
I didn't like have quotes, no.
Because I got one more. And it was, clearly she wasn't psychic enough. And it gave me one of those, ha!
Yeah,
Because the seer died.
Yeah.
She didn't see her own death.
that was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, can a seer actually, somebody who can see the future, typically that just means, like, depending on what universe you're in, if you can see the future, that future is destined.
Or you can see multiple futures, yeah.
Or, yeah, you can see multiple futures, you can change your future too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you're destined for if you follow this path. Thanks, Lady Gladriel.
So, what was she? It was like a fixed future.
It was a
obviously,
fixed
because
future.
she couldn't do anything about it.
But then they were, like,
so,
talking about how destiny wasn't a real thing, and, like, coincidences are just coincidences.
Yeah.
I got mixed signals. I don't know about
That's
you
not
guys.
shocking.
Yeah? Tim, you got anything else?
Let's see. I do have notes. A lot of it is just about the randomness. or like
It
I
just
was like,
was like-
Alice is cool. like
Nice.
Oh, what? Wait, did you say that one of your notes was Alice is cool?
Yeah.
Nice.
I want a walking house.
You want a house moving castle?
Yeah. I don't know if
But
this.
do you want it shaped like a chicken?
Do you want chicken legs?
I don't care. Sure. Maybe it'll lay me giant
This is
eggs.
the
I don't
second
know.
moving.
That's true.
Maybe the eggs will be other houses.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's new. That's some real estate.
That
Yeah,
tree would have
look at you.
a lot of visitors.
Did you notice it had like a trash can next to it that
Yeah.
like flew
I
down?
didn't see that. No.
Yeah. Oh my! I was like, okay, so it was a tourist spot.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of
Maybe.
people were buried there, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well, the
everybody.
witches
Speaking of the
or whatever.
randomness, I felt like the zombie scene was just the fuck.
Well, it's like everything else. You're
Like-
like, come on, really?
Like, why zombies?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even know that they were like full blown zombies though. They were kind of like
I don't know.
just like whites almost, like because she raised them up like.
Yeah. And then she had all the 900 other demons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like when
Roll
she
up.
gathered on the hill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they just left, and I'm like,
Well,
okay.
Yeah, they got scared when they showed up.
Yeah. They didn't have Excalibur.
Yeah. I thought it was weird that he went to like what was again the randomness. What was the point of the old guy? She poisons Alice, and it's like the whole point of that. So they go to what's his face, and then
Merlin.
yeah, and then he tries to get Excalibur,
But then he's like, oh shit, I'm going to be Demon King.
and he doesn't.
So I don't want to touch that shit.
And I was like, and that's where you learn more about Hellboy, and it's like, well,
Yeah, at that point, finally.
it's like really like. That scene almost felt really forced just because she got poisoned, and that was an excuse to go see Merlin. Like, why?
I feel like this movie was just like, okay, go to here to do task.
Mhm.
Like, do X task. And then at the end of it, you'll be told new information.
Yeah,
And then go to Y. It's a very linear plot. There's no, like,
yeah,
branches. It's just follow this straight line and just keep walking. We'll make it to the end.
It's a railroad.
Yeah.
It is a railroad with no forks in the road.
Yeah. But I was going to say, I feel like it's not even plot, though, at that point. It's just stringing of tasks together
Right.
Yeah.
until a certain point, and then it's like, here's all the information we probably should have given you the rest of the film.
Yes. Like, randomly got the background of the Jaguar dude. And then
Yeah.
you're like, kind of left as a mystery, and I liked that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, oh shit, our lights almost went out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, big thunderstorm coming. Woo. Don't talk shit about Jaguars.
Yeah, apparently not.
I thought that was kind of cool. Kind of made me confused because I was like, he's part of the military, and then he's like, I'm part of M11. That branch doesn't exist. Yes, it does. what? And then he's like going up to other cops. And he's like, I'm part of M11. Like, do they know it exists?
Yeah.
And I also, and then is Hellboy's bureau in England?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's
Has
in
to
London,
be, right?
right?
I thought it wasn't at first. I thought it took place in the United
I
States.
did too, but then it was just kind of weird how they were like, I don't know, their travel time was like null.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was confused.
Yeah.
Well, because he started in Mexico, and then, yeah, there was some point in between where the Osiris Club was, maybe?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, they ended up in London for the rest of the movie, right?
Yeah, because, like, Ian McShane is definitely English. Like, there's no questions, ifs, ands, or buts. He's from England. So I was like, okay, knowing that, like, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense because I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and the fish and chip stand was, like, the base,
M11's
right?
base, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Because the Jutski's like, okay, here's our headquarters, and Hellboy is just like, you guys couldn't have made it like anything smell better or anything, which means he's never been there before.
Right.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I don't know. That part was confusing to me. I did laugh when he said, "Take your feet off Winston Churchill's desk."
Well, I think part of what was confusing about it was what you said, Tim, that the travel time was like, no, but then also the travel time was all front-ended.
Right.
Like, it was like, bam, 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 and then we're not traveling anymore.
Yeah,
So, I don't know. It's just another confusing thing about this
Yeah.
movie.
everything's confusing.
Classic.
I don't know.
I also wrote that his hand looked weird, like compared to Ron Perlman.
His baby hand?
Yeah, like so, they weren't the same length,
No, not at
and
all.
that drove
No.
me nuts. It's like,
Yeah.
why?
Like it looks like they just kind of gave David Harbour something to hold on to.
I think they did, because at one point, like, it doesn't... So when they normally do, like, a hand or arm like
Thanos'
that,
glove.
like, it goes smoothly.
Right.
Right? But, like, at one of the scenes, he had it down on his side, and it literally just looked like his arm went into, like, his beefier arm. Like, it didn't make sense.
didn't
I was
at
like,
all.
what is happening?
Also,
do they explain that in the original
I
Hellboy?
don't know. Oh, you mean his fist?
Yeah.
No, it's just his
It's just
fist.
part of his thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's his design.
Okay. Well, that's fine then that they didn't explain that.
Also,
but I was like, the
he skips
fuck?
leg day.
Definitely.
Well,
He had
definitely,
chicken legs.
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn, he's got tiny legs. I don't know if it was just because he was wearing like the jogging pants that are tighter on the calves.
I don't know.
Maybe. Or I was
Yeah.
going to say that his trench coat was like
I don't know.
baggy or something.
He
I
looked
don't-
like he didn't have like his legs were baby. He had baby legs, and then he had a baby hand. And I'm like, that's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he just looked awkward.
Yeah, he really did.
And I'm gonna say that I preferred Ron Perlman's design
Okay.
over David Harbour's. I don't know about you, Tim.
Say it again.
I preferred the original
Okay,
Hellboy's
yeah, I thought that's what
design.
you said. Absolutely, yeah. That's why I said he was like uglier and stuff in this one. I definitely
Yeah.
preferred Ron Perlman's look, but
Yeah. Tim, you got anything else? You got any other cool people? Like Professor Broom is pretty cool. Do you know who Professor Broom is?
No?
No.
It's his dad.
Oh, okay.
he just looked cool and he was like had the flaming sword and stuff. But other than that, I got nothing else. I don't think. I'm looking through here.
All right.
Yeah, I think we hit it all.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty serious level up. Like when
Yeah.
he first grabs Excalibur and he's like on his dragon and shit.
Yeah.
I was like,
Fucking
damn.
yeah. I would have loved
Where
to
was
just watch
that
that
movie?
I would love to just watch a movie where he is just Lord Emperor Hellboy.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Well, maybe he'll be Hellman.
Well,
Like Hellman's
go ahead.
mayonnaise.
It
Yeah.
also would have been cool if they did something like how Infinity Wars was like done, where Thanos won and everything. Like, wouldn't it have been cool if like part of the movie was him becoming the Demon King or whatever, and then
Or just it ends with him
exactly,
becoming the
yeah,
Demon
he
King.
like becomes it, and then the next one, I don't know how you would do it because he, in just like in all the stories with Hellboy, he always ends it pretty quickly by coming to the realization,
always just-
breaking the horns, and the whole thing. That's kind of the point of the storyline is he's been raised.
He really doesn't care.
and he resists, and the whole point of it. But It would be very cool if they like made it to where he turned evil and then like it ended, and then in the next one they picked it up where he they break him of it.
I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Right. I think that would have been a stronger story because it pulls all of the theme, it sounds like, from all the last ones.
Yeah.
And like part of what's great about him is that he kind of is like Deadpool-ish, where he's like snarky. So like I get that you don't want him to be like evil the whole time, but he wasn't really even evil. He wasn't though, because he chopped off her head. I was like, you tried to make him evil for like 2 seconds, but then he wasn't even evil when he was supposed to be evil.
It was like, JK, lol, you're not evil.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like that was kind of shitty.
That is just how Hellboy is, though.
Yeah.
It's just like, lols, I'm evil. Wait, no, I'm not. Well, but
does he actually have a time where he's evil?
I think it's always very brief like that, and that's kind of like his storyline shtick, is that he's been raised to resist it, and then he the demon inside comes out, and the hatred or whatever like takes over for a moment, and then he realizes who he is and breaks the horns and everything, and so it's
always with the breaking of the horns with his hands.
It's very brief, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of time. I think in the first one, so he has a love interest in the original.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
the fire
I was
chick.
like, is that Alice? It is not Alice. Yeah, fire chick.
Yeah.
Fire chick?
Yeah, she lights herself on fire. I will say this one seemed to have more of a Ghostbustery, like, oh, we go and like, or I guess more of a Scooby-Doo, like mystery, like
sure, yeah.
we find paranormal activities.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it reminded me kind of like Men in Black. Like,
there you go. That's probably the best.
I don't know. Like, it's just like, or R.I.P.D. where they just have like those weird occurrences. So I think that this movie kind of suffered from an identity crisis because like that seemed like a certain storyline, and then the King Arthur was a different storyline, and they just kind of smashed them together.
Yep. Yes.
And I would have liked to have watched one of those storylines.
Yeah, I think my issue with the King Arthur stuff is how fucking Optimus Prime is related to King Arthur.
What?
Did you not know that? No. In one of the Transformers, he uses Excalibur.
What?
Yeah, so like...
Craziness. Yeah. Everybody be related to King Arthur these days.
Yeah, I mean, Scooby-Doo is related to, Alexander the Great's dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody's just getting...
At least that's different than...
That is different.
King Arthur.
Yeah.
That is different. But... Whew. I did like the paranormal stuff, but they do touch that, at least in the second one especially. Yeah. Because the fish man is, like, the Shape of Water dude. Mm-hmm. He is part of the team. Yeah. Him, Fire Chick, and Hellboy.
Oh, cool.
I think his name is Abe.
It is Abe, yeah.
Okay.
Abe Sapien.
Oh, yes. He's kind of a techie, isn't he?
Yeah.
They, like, go solve mysteries and Ghostbustery, Men in Black shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they do that, at least in the second one. The first one I don't remember as well, because it was 16
it, like,
years
starts
ago.
out that way.
Okay. Where Hellboy and Abe are kind of a duo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess if I want to watch one of those storylines, I should watch the old ones.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. If you're more interested in those storylines, that would be more of your outlet. If you just like random fight scenes, this is more of your outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now, Tim, you got any last remarks before I get to the cast?
Nope. Fire away.
All right. So, with the cast, Hellboy, not Hellman. He did not become a mayonnaise. He is played by David Harbour, which I believe is our first acting. I gotta say acting because we had the guy from Harry and the Hendersons come back. But I think it was the first acting person that we've had, like actor that's been on the movie on Flipper Flicks twice.
Yeah, I think so.
And he was in Extraction.
Yeah.
And since I touched base on Extractions, like the movies he was in that episode, I also want to comment on the fact he was in Frankenstein's Monster Frankenstein, which is a very odd mockumentary on Frankenstein.
I tried to watch it. I couldn't.
Oh, I thought it was pretty funny.
I could not watch it.
You couldn't? It was
different.
weird. It was like kind of Room-esque.
Yeah.
Like The Room.
Yeah.
Where it looks like it would, but it was done purposely bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nimue, aka Princess Nimrod, was Mia Jovovich.
Okay.
Yep.
Jovovich, yeah. Resident Evil.
Yep.
Anybody? Fifth Element.
Yep.
She was in The Fourth Kind.
Yep.
The
I never
alien
saw
film.
that, yeah.
And then she is going to be the main character in the new Capcom movie Monster Hunter, directed by her husband,
Who's her husband?
Paul S. Anderson or something like that.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
He did Mortal Kombat.
Ah. Okay.
Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat.
Just like that. Ron Perlman is also going to be in that, so
Sweet.
random shout out to him. Tim is down.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to clown.
Professor Broom is played by Ian McShane. He is in Deadwood. He's Blackbeard in Pirates of the Caribbean. He is Winston in John Wick 1, 2, and 3. And then he is in Kung Fu Panda.
What?
Yeah, that guy's got some range.
Yeah.
Apparently. Who is he in Kung Fu Panda?
Isn't he the
turtle.
first villain?
Oh, no.
He's
I'm
not
sorry.
the
Yeah,
turtle.
he's the tiger guy.
Yeah, he's the snow
He's
snow
got a
leopard?
great voice, yeah.
Yes.
The
Our-
turtle.
Our battle.
That would be some range.
Yeah, I know. The turtle. Not the turtle, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh. Alice is played by Sasha Lane.
Okay.
She is in a movie called American Honey.
I feel like that came out this year and
Sure.
it was popular.
It was popular. She's the main character.
Okay.
Major Ben Daimo is played by Daniel Day Kim. He is in Hawaii Five-0. He is one of the main guys in that.
Like
He is
the OG or the reboot?
the original.
Oh.
He's in Lost. He's a main character, or he's in a lot of episodes of Lost.
Okay.
I've not seen Lost. Don't give me any spoilers.
Don't watch it.
It's a joke because I actually know the spoilers.
Well, it
And then he
came
was
out
an
a million
insurgent.
years ago.
Hey, it finished in like 2010.
Yeah.
No.
He's in an insurgent. Didn't
Yeah, I
you
guess
see
so.
Insurgent, Tim?
Probably.
Or did you read the series? Sorry. I feel like I remember that.
I'm trying to remember.
No, he
That's
watched the Jupiter's Ascending film, I thought.
No.
No, the Valerian
Are you talking about
one.
like Divergent or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, Divergent,
Yeah, they're
Insurgent.
terrible. I read the book.
All right.
Okay.
So you did read the books. Okay.
I read some of the book. Did I read them all? I think I read them all. They were terrible.
Lord,
Hot take.
Yeah, hot take. I don't know if it was that hot of a take.
I don't know.
So I added this guy just because I recognized him.
Okay.
Lord Adam Glarin.
Okay.
He's played by Alistair Petrie. He's in Rogue One.
Okay.
He's the guy that tells... Who's the... Kasim?
Kasim, I
Or
think.
Kasim is from... Is it Kasim? Kasim is definitely the guy from... He's the king of thieves in
I
Aladdin.
think
Yeah.
it's Cassium, isn't it?
And then I think it is Cassium.
Cassius?
That dude. Okay. He tells him, he's like, okay, you
Caduceus?
gotta go kill. You gotta go kill... What's his name? Jesus Christ. I just watched Rogue One a few weeks ago.
Gotta go kill.
He's one of the...
Darth Vader.
He's one of the generals in Rogue One.
You gotta go kill Kenobi. I'm just kidding.
And then
I know.
Lobster freaking Johnson.
It's from George of the Jungle.
He is from
Sorry,
George of the
I
Jungle.
stole your thunder.
Well, you can be like, well, he's from Tombstone as well.
I don't know what that is.
Western
The
film.
pizza?
No, it's like, it is a huge Western film, right, Tim?
Yep.
I don't know if that was a yup just to agree or a yup. I loved it.
Yep.
All right.
The
He was
mystery
in
continues.
Spider-Man 3. He was the Sandman.
Sandman.
Ah.
Did I already say his name was Thomas Hayden Church, or did you have me skip that part?
I don't think-
You had me skip that part.
I just love his character in George of the Jungle. He's
Well,
such
I
an
just
asshole.
love his character in Peanut Butter Falcon.
He's in Peanut Butter Falcon?
Yeah, he's the wrestling dude. He's like the guy that he
Yes!
wants to meet. What was his name in that?
Saltwater
Ah,
Redneck.
Saltwater Redneck.
Oh,
Have you seen that one, Tim?
You gotta see that one.
no.
You should.
Oh, it's really good. It's very heartwarming.
Yes.
It's got Even Stevens in it.
Oh.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf's in it. It's a good, like, date night, heartwarming movie.
Yeah,
What's
it
it called?
is. Peanut Butter Falcon. It's about how Shia LaBeouf is kind of like bad on his luck or something, however you want to say that. And a kid with Down syndrome, not a kid, he's like a full-grown adult with Down syndrome, escapes his, like, he was at a nursing home because it was a small town in North Carolina. He escapes that and runs into Shia LaBeouf,
And then they have, like, this whole adventure to go see this retired wrestler. The Saltwater Redneck.
back alley wrestling.
It's really fun. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's I loved it.
Huh, okay.
Wow.
So write that down.
He also has range.
He does have range, yeah.
Who, Shia LaBeouf?
Lobster Johnson. Thomas Hayden Church.
Oh, okay.
Because he's George, and then he's, yeah.
And I guess Shia LaBeouf, too.
Shia LaBeouf, yeah.
Fine.
The director is Neil Marshall.
Of this movie?
Yes, of this film.
Okay.
And I have seen one movie from him that I absolutely did not like.
Uh-oh.
The Descent. I actually watched it at
You
Tim's
like that?
house.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I was not a fan of it.
You're not a fan of those type
Was
of
it too
movies, though. That makes
spooky
sense.
for you?
No, I just didn't care for it.
It's actually a pretty popular movie, which is surprising, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And it just didn't do much for me.
wow.
And then
Okay.
Tim, we just had this discussion, so it's kind of hilarious. Dog Soldiers was by this director.
Yeah.
Tim loves this movie. He can recite it. Did not know that.
Oh, I did.
And then the
So good. I love werewolves, so I watched it a ton.
This is true.
Oh, okay.
This is true. But he also produced the Netflix TV series Lost in Space.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's funny that you said that you love werewolves, because I'm pretty sure that was the first thing I learned about you.
Yeah.
Like, that was like...
That may or may not be true.
like...
Back in 2009.
Good times.
All right, so my random factoids. The actress, Mia Jovovich, believes that this movie will eventually become a cult classic.
Probably.
I was going to say, while the other ones are still around, though, I mean, I think it's going to take some time, but maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. She has had a lot of cult classics.
Yeah.
Oh, so she
That's
did.
very true.
She might just know that
That's
what films will
true.
make it into
Or
the
maybe she
realm.
just got lucky and she just thinks that they're going to be. I don't know, but
Yeah.
Yeah. When this movie was coming out, there were theaters that, due to the religious aspect of the word hell, they had it listed as Heckboy.
I feel like I saw that on the line. Like,
Yeah.
some, like, when they put the things outside, they don't do it as much anymore.
Yeah.
The marquees.
Yes.
That's the word I was looking for.
That's
Heck
that word.
boy.
That one.
Now, this one isn't about Hellboy 2019. It's about Hellboy 2004. It originally came out on your birthday, Sam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you never saw it. You were 9.
I mean, I wonder why I never saw it. I'm just kidding.
Wait, no, you were 11. I'm math wrong. Now, as my final remark, this movie was nominated
Nominated.
for 5 Razzies.
Sweet.
Oh,
I thought you
yeah.
were going to say something else. I was like, it better not have actually been nominated for shit. But
It was
continue, which
nominated
was.
for Worst Director,
Nice.
Worst Actor,
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
who got worse stuff?
David Harbour.
Oh, sorry, David.
Poor little fella.
I don't even feel like his acting was bad though. Like
I didn't
either. Worst prequel, remake, or ripoff.
Yeah.
Worst screenplay.
Yeah.
I could see it. And then this is by far my favorite category, and I actually want to find who won it. Worst reckless regard for human life and property.
I love that one.
what?
How is that a category?
I love it.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to know who won that. So
They
we'll-
lost all 5 of them.
Oh, to who?
Well,
We don't
Cats
know.
came out last year.
Oh, true. Well, they didn't. Cats does not have a reckless disregard for human life. Or
It has a
property.
reckless disregard. Those cats are weird.
Yeah, but I don't think they destroy anything, so it had to have lost to something else.
Yeah.
Anywho, we'll find out and post it on the
the
social
gram.
medias. Yeah.
On the social medias.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you guys have nothing else, would you flip it on? Tim, go.
Yes.
Sam, go.
Absolutely not.
I knew that was coming.
And I will say no as well.
Oh,
I'm a
no!
yes just
And that-
because it's a rated R film. I love rated R films, and I enjoyed the random scenes that they were, but I didn't enjoy like maybe the movie overall. But if you're just looking for something, you're bored.
Flip it on if
Flip it
you
on.
like random fight scenes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a kind of another popcorn
like-
flick, like
Yeah.
Extraction.
If you like the actors,
If you don't want to pay attention to the storyline.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is if you like the actors. If it was some random people that I didn't really care for, I probably wouldn't have liked it at all. But
That's
yeah,
true.
I could see that.
Also, if you're a big fan of blood and gore,
exactly. Yeah, that
It
got
could be
me
for
in the
you.
beginning.
Yeah.
Like,
or
I-
comic books.
yeah. If you're a comic book fan, flip it on.
If you like King Arthur, flip it
Mm-hmm.
on.
Maybe.
If you like random King Arthur tendons,
Yeah.
like
Jury's out on that one,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Let's put a mate. Don't flip it on or do flip it on.
Yeah.
Depending on your love for King Arthur.
Yep.
But yeah.
If you like warthogs, flip it on.
If you like,
Yeah, what was the warthog from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I have no
I
idea.
don't remember what his name was or anything.
Yeah.
If you like a reckless disregard for human life or property, flip it on, apparently.
Yeah.
So lots of winning aspects for certain people.
If you love Ian McShane, just to listen to his voice, yeah. And if you like weird ghost genies coming out of people's mouth,
Yeah.
flip it on because it's not creepy at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of specific niche situations where you would flip it on.
But yeah, so it's my turn to pick a movie, and Sam's gonna flip her wheel. I will want to say that in order to try and make it so that we get a more even distribution of our categories, we have kind of altered it, and it should be interesting to
Yes.
see what comes out.
So we've added a few more categories and kind of rearranged it in the hopes that maybe it will.
I can't wait to
Spread
get
it
a
out.
repeat.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, we're
Every
totally
time we
getting
say
one.
that.
We're definitely getting one.
Oh, shoot.
Here we go. Rolling. Where it stops. Pick 3!
After all that, being like, we totally rearranged it. Nope.
Just a big old no.
Okay, so Tim, do you want to pick the platform or the genre?
I think I did genre last time, right?
You did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll do platform. That's fine.
Okay, so Sam, you got genre.
Okay, so,
So Tim, you go first. What platform you feeling?
I'm trying to remember Crackle.
Crackle.
Yep.
All right, I like it. So we're gonna be up on the cracks.
and I'm going to pick romance.
Ooh.
I hate you.
Because we had such a gem last time.
All right, I don't have the Crackle app.
I don't have
Oh,
Crackle.
yeah.
I'll have to go and see. Because I remember
But-
it being free.
It is
Yeah.
free, so anybody can watch it.
Yeah, because you need a number, right? Okay, so if you're new here for pick 3, we do a platform, a genre, and then you pick a number.
Movies here. Genres. And they don't even have...
They don't have.
They don't have romance? Do they have rom-com?
No.
Or drama?
No.
They have drama. What if we do drama?
Okay, we'll do drama. Damn it. Okay.
I
Freaking
mean...
Crackle.
I can tell you
It's
right
been
now,
decided.
there's one called 28 Hotel Rooms right there, but but it just depends on the number he picks.
All right, Sam. Are there a lot, little? You don't have to count them all.
Drama-wise, yeah, you're good.
Let's do 1 through 50, I guess.
There's a ton. Yeah.
Let's go with number 33.
Wow.
Anyways, well, thanks for watching our episode of Hellboy 2019. Bye.